Hey everyone, Camo Striker here with update number 2 for the VFP January 25 Jousting Tournament. 2 down, 2 to go. And frankly, we've got one heck of a tournament on our hands. Week 2 started out with the usual early flight crew, joined by Ninja Strike and Snoopy. Snoopy, glad to have you back. Following the halfway mark of round 1, Grizz lost his internet. He went to land and continued on through the map. According to Grizz, he was still there. We just couldn't see him. He was a ghost pilot, supposedly, but he backed out and came back in. But because of that, and because we do have a pre-existing rule for the first 10 minutes of jousting, where if you lose internet or get removed from the game for any reason within the first 10 minutes, we stop it and we play the rest of that round at the end of the set. We now have a rule for the last 10 minutes of a round. So we're now calling this the Grizz rule because we're unoriginal with naming in the jousting tournaments. But the Grizz rule is that if you get lost, if you lose your connection in the last 10 minutes of any round in your set, we count how many passes the other pilots get, and at the end of your set, you get to do what is now referred to as a bull round. Not because it's bullshit, no. It's a bull round because it's basically whatever those Spanish guys are that dodge bulls. Matador, that's it. You're a matador, and everyone else is a bull. The way it goes is we all go in through a normal thing, except the one person who has to make up their runs is the only person on their team. Everybody else is on the opposite team, and they'll go until that one player makes up all of their missed runs. It's kind of interesting. If you watch the footage from set 1 for week 2, you'll see how it went. It was actually kind of funny. But yeah, new rule. So if that happens, don't worry. I've got you covered. We'll deal with it when it happens. Set 2 continued their record of running like Tokyo's rail system. Disturbingly efficient. Split, Pops, and Ghost outperformed their week 1 selves, while Shadow slipped into 4th place tie with AKA. Pied Piper must have dealt with all the issues in Hamlin, because he showed up this week with a vengeance, laying down 27 points in his first appearance this tournament. Extremely well done. Glad you made it this week. Set 3 witnessed the return of rookies Z-Man and Game Changer, as well as Salt and Pugsley, still in the 6 p.m. slot. Bomber came in, initializing his strategy of switching between sets week to week. He doesn't want any of you figuring out how he's flying. I can't blame him. It's a pretty genius strategy. Wrong one. Chapalicious debuted this week as well in the 6 p.m. room and put up 23 points in his first appearance. Well done. Well done. Salt, my math was wrong. You've only got 63. Thankfully, Bomber was checking the scores as they were being updated in real time. He says it's really cool to watch. I don't know. I'm the one pushing buttons, so I don't know what that's like when you're on the other end. Flyby, Wepa, and Meadowlark once again took the skies for the 4th set. Whiskey joined them this week, determined to defeat Meadow if the trash talking was anything to be believed. Leelock also made it this week. However, somebody in his town ran their car into a telephone pole and took out the internet. And after trying to get him on using a hotspot that just caused him to rubber band around like some kind of Acme cartoon contraption. He decided that he was going to back out for this week. Hopefully he makes it for next week and nobody hits a pole. But because of that, and because 2 other pilots did not show up, 9 p.m. became a lightning set. And Meadow dominated that lightning set. It's pretty impressive for her second week in any sort of jousting tournament to throw up 49 points. Very few pilots have put up those numbers in one set. There's only one pilot I know that has put up more in a set, and that's our current leader, Splitfire, but that was 51. Meadow was only 2 behind his record. So, goodness gracious, monsters abound. The Zero is proving to be one heck of a steed. Now there's a lot of issues with the plane, especially since most of us are not flying jet planes, but it's very good for jousting apparently. It's a lot of trades, it's a little bit of whale tail wagging, and you don't die. It's a fantastic plane for this, surprisingly. I'm surprised. But going into week 3, it's still anyone's game. If you look at that leaderboard, there's a lot of people really close and a lot of ties up towards the top. It is surprising and very enjoyable. So, that's all I've got for you on what happened in the rooms on Sunday. Don't forget to sign up for week 3 at valleyforgeprintworks.com/tournaments. Make sure you save yourself a spot. If you're having trouble signing into the lobby, make sure it is all capital and it's VFPTS. Valley Forge Printworks Tournament Series. Only the main lobby is used for the tournaments. If you're going off of VFPT 1, 2, or 3, you're in the wrong room. Those are only for blitzes. But beyond that, make sure you check out our tournament sponsors, Valley Forge Printworks, Man Pain Gear, and Time Twisted. Any contribution to your sponsors goes a long way in ensuring that we can still keep giving out prizes and making sure that we can continue the content. I know the news is a wonderful time, although I still spend most of my time while watching the news, watching the AI struggle to lip sync. But it is enjoyable. Floyd, good on you, sir. Beyond that, I got nothing for you. The sets will be coming out at noon. So day 1 will come out on Tuesdays, like today. Day 2 will come out on Wednesdays. Set 3 comes out on Thursday. Set 4 comes out on Friday. Gives you all of Saturday to watch if you feel like checking up how other pilots are flying, although from my perspective, you all look the same. You just little dots that try to confuse me by flying this way, and that way, and shooting my damn plane. Stop using me as a shield, guys. It's unnerving. However, let's keep it up. 2 more weeks before we crown the next champion of jousting. So, this is Camo Striker, and I will see yous in the skies.